Good afternoon, everybody. How is all of my wonderful subscribers and viewers out there doing today? I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. It's Nikki D, and welcome back to the Nikki D channel. Today, we've got more predictions coming at you as we've got the 2025 WWE WrestleMania 41 Night 1 prediction show, and we have 7 matches on the card that includes 4 title defenses as we've got Eric Ivar, the War Raiders, defending the World Tag Team Championships against Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston of the New Day. We also have LA Knight, defending the United States Championship against Jacob Fatu. And in our main event of the evening, triple threat match, Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins versus CM Punk, and CM Punk has Paul Heyman in his corner. We're gonna definitely see a whole bunch of shenanigans going down. What's your prediction for WrestleMania 41 Night 1? Let me know down in the comment section below. You want to say hi? You want to talk about wrestling? Just post a comment down in the comment section below, and I read and reply to every positive message I see. Don't forget to like the video, share the video all over social media, and smash that subscribe button so you can be notified of all my future videos. With that being said, I hope everybody continues to have an amazing day, and without further ado, let's get to our first match to kick off WrestleMania 41 Night 1. We have the World Tag Team Championships as Eric and Ivar of the War Raiders defending against Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods of the New Day. And these two teams have been down each other's throats for the last few weeks, but it all started with the New Day demanding an opportunity at the tag team titles. Adam Pearce said, fine, you want him, you got him. We'll give you a number 1 contenders match to face an opponent of my choosing. Adam Pearce ended up choosing Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate of the New Catch Republic, who ended up having a great match with the New Day, and surprisingly, the New Day beat the New Catch Republic clean without any much shenanigans, and then got in the face of the War Raiders after demanding a tag team title opportunities, in which the tag team champions came out. They went face to face, and they ended up having their tag team match that ended up ending in disqualification as Xavier Woods brought a steel chair into the ring, gave it to, I believe, Ivar, and right in front of the ref, Ivar hit Xavier Woods with the steel chair, ending the match in disqualification. New Day went to Adam Pearce, and Adam Pearce announced that the War Raiders will be defending the World Tag Team titles against the New Day at WrestleMania 41. So here we are, the War Raiders New Day Tag Team Championship, and honestly, I think the War Raiders are gonna start out in control of this match first. I do think the New Day will get their shots in, and we might even see an early New Day stomp, but the War Raiders are gonna be coming to play with their tag team titles on the line. They said on Monday night, this is war. So definitely, this match was well hyped up by both teams ahead of time. And I really think that the War Raiders are going to control majority of this match. Because this match is kicking off WrestleMania 41, and there's 7 matches on a 4-hour card. I'm expecting this match to go probably about 15-20 minutes. I think the War Raiders will be in control for the first 5 to 10 minutes of this match. After that, I think the New Day are really going to find their own in this match and get the double team with Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston working real efficiently like they have over the past few weeks. And I think that the War Raiders are going to hit their war machine on Xavier Woods, but I think Kofi Kingston's going to come in to make the save. And I think they're going to, the New Day, even with cheap tactics, I think they're going to wipe out Eric off the apron, leave it to a 2-on-1 between Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston, and Ivar. And I think the New Day double team is going to be a huge X factor in this game, in this match. And ultimately, I think it leads to possibly new tag team champions. Now, I do think there will be spots in the match where we think that the War Raiders are going to retain, especially when Xavier Woods gets hit with the War Machine. But ultimately, I don't think the War Raiders lose too much by losing this match, and I really feel like the New Day, with the run that they've been on as of late, definitely deserve to have some tag team gold. With this new attitude that they have, I'd love to see the New Day as champs being the heel. I think they're going to be able to pull it off so efficiently. But because the New Day are able to take Eric out of the equation, I think they hit their double team finishing move on Ivar, and Nikki D predicts and new World Tag Team Champions Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston, the New Day. And our second match on WrestleMania 41 Night 1 show, we have a singles match as we've got the Master of the 619, Rey Mysterio, going one-on-one with El Grande Americano. And honestly, I think this is going to be a very high-flying match first and foremost. But this all started with El Grande Americano's debut, where he was taking on Dragon Lee, and these El Grande Americano and Dragon Lee were having an excellent back and forth match until it got to the top rope, and El Grande Americano ripped off the mask of Dragon Lee, put him in the ankle lock, and Dragon Lee was forced to tap out. Rey Mysterio wasn't upset because El Grande Americano beat Dragon Lee. Rey Mysterio was upset because El Grande Americano demasked Dragon Lee, which is a big no-no in Lucha Libre wrestling. And Rey Mysterio was deeply offended, as he should be, and he went to Adam Pearce and he said, I want El Grande Americano at WrestleMania 41, which Adam Pearce said, you want it, you got it. And then we had El Grande Americano in a 6-man tag, and he was able to switch it into his favor when Ivy Nile gave him a piece of metal which he put in the mask, was able to hit a headbutt and a headbutt from the top rope to win the match over the LWO. And this past Monday night, Rey Mysterio was victorious over Julius Creed, but El Grande Americano again coming in with the mask with the steel plate in it, headbutted everybody in sight, including another headbutt to Rey Mysterio from the top rope. And now we're going into WrestleMania 41, and honestly, I think this is going to be a very back and forth match. I think that El Grande Americano is going to have control of the match early. Grande, as I think he possesses the power advantage over Rey Mysterio. So I think it'll be a very ground and pound type start. But I think Rey Mysterio, after he's able to weather the early storm from El Grande Americano, will start getting into his groove, start flying around and getting El Grande Americano off of his feet, and really happen to play defense. And I think El Grande Americano will attempt to use the steel plate in his mask again. But I don't think it's going to be successful the first time around. I think Rey Mysterio is going to be the wiser this time. And because it's the second match on the card, I'm expecting this match to probably go 13 to 15 minutes. It doesn't really need a long run time considering some of the big time matches we already have on this card. And this feud was only really thrown together over the last 3 or 4 weeks. So it's great to see that they're going to get a blow-up match. I think that El Grande Americano does hit a headbutt on Rey Mysterio with the loaded mask. But I think Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania is going to find a way to kick out of that move and really shock the WWE Universe, considering he'd be the first one to kick out of a headbutt with a steel plate in it for El Grande Americano's career. And I think it's really going to take off from there. I think that's going to wake up Rey Mysterio. I think he's going to get control of the match. I think he's going to kick El Grande Americano right in the knee, set him up, hit him with the 619, and then Rey's going to go to the top rope, hit the splash, and 1, 2, 3, Nikki D predicts Rey Mysterio will defeat El Grande Americano at WrestleMania 41. And our third match we have for WrestleMania 41 Night 1, it is a singles match as Jade Cargill will be going one-on-one with Feel the Glow Naomi, and this rivalry has been stemming for quite a few months. Back in 2024, Jade Cargill was jumped the backstage in the parking lot, and we saw her laid out over a car, and over the next few months, we really didn't find anything out about who attacked Jade Cargill. Then Adam Pearce, Adam Pearce found some footage, showed it to Bianca Belair, showing Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez leaving the scene afterwards, and Liv said it perfectly. Yeah, we was there, but we wasn't the one that attacked her. And then we ended up fast forwarding to the Elimination Chamber, and right when we was about to get underway with Naomi and Liv Morgan in the ring, Jade Cargill returned. She stormed to the ring. Liv Morgan thought she had seen a ghost. Jade Cargill entered the chamber. We thought she was going to attack Liv, but ended up attacking Naomi. A vicious attack. Pushed it to the point where Naomi was unable to compete inside the chamber. And then Jade Cargill and Naomi started spitting bars back and forth. Bianca Belair was involved for a little while right after the chamber, as Bianca Belair asked Naomi why, and Naomi said that Jade Cargill came in and took her spotlight away, and she's sick and tired of not being in the spotlight considering how long she's been in WWE. All valid points from Naomi, but then these two ended up sparring in segments where they ended up agreeing to have a match at WrestleMania 41. So here we are, and I think Jade Cargill is going to control a lot of this matchup. It is personal at this point. Jade Cargill is angry at this point. So I think Jade Cargill is going to come out extremely aggressive early on in this match. I do think this match is going to go probably about 13 to 15 minutes, as with the last one. And, I think Jade Cargill is really going to come out and show her power game in the first 3 to 5 minutes of this match. And then I think Naomi is going to weather the early storm and start to try to do some damage against Jade Cargill and try to show the world that Jade Cargill is beatable. And I think that we even have a spot where Naomi hits her finisher for a 1-2 kick out, but it's WrestleMania. I think that's going to wake up Jade Cargill. And I think Jade Cargill is going to go back on the offensive again for another minute or two before Naomi switches it into her favor, makes us think that she is going to win the match, hit the rear view, 1-2, kick out at 2.9, and Naomi at that point loses her mind. I think she's going to argue with the referee that it was a 3 count, and I think that's going to allow Jade Cargill time to get back to her feet and just rise up out of the ashes and just become an unstoppable monster. I think she's going to run right through Naomi at this point. I think she's going to hit her finisher not once, but twice. But at the end of the day, I think that the referee is going to be 1, 2, 3 as Nikki D predicts Jade Cargill defeats Naomi via pinfall at WrestleMania 41. And our fourth match for the WrestleMania 41 Night 1 predictions, we have for the United States Championship, the champion LA Knight, will be defending against Jacob Fatu of the Bloodline. And honestly, I think this is going to be potentially the match of the night. I think that this starts out in a brutal slugfest right off the bat, and I think Jacob Fatu is able to take control of the match. Jacob Fatu did earn a title opportunity to face LA Knight a few weeks ago, and since then, LA Knight and Jacob Fatu have been fight on sight on SmackDown. Jacob Fatu recently, on the most recent episode of SmackDown, ended up standing tall with the United States Championship. So a big question of will WWE put the title on Jacob Fatu is definitely still up in the air. But I think Jacob Fatu is definitely going to control the early portions of this matchup. I think this match is going to go probably about 15 to 20 minutes. I think that these two men deserve a match for that long, considering the storyline that they've been telling over the United States Championship over the last few weeks. And I think LA Knight can win this match and he can lose this match either way. I don't think it's going to hurt LA Knight too much, considering he's facing somebody as powerful and as dominant as Jacob Fatu. And for Jacob Fatu, this is really about bringing a title back to the Bloodline that hasn't had a title in a very long time. I believe since Roman lost the undisputed WWE Championship, so it's been almost a year since the Bloodline has had a gold. So having Jacob Fatu bring some gold back to the Bloodline could be great. But I think LA Knight is going to get control control of this match probably about 5 to 7 minutes into it, after he weathers the early storm from Jacob Fatu. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a blunt force trauma, no, but if LA Knight is able to hit his finishing move on Jacob Fatu, I do expect it to be a 1-2 kick out at least the first time. I think that it's going to take more than that to put down somebody like Jacob Fatu, because you got to remember, Jacob Fatu went through Braun Strowman to earn this opportunity at WrestleMania. So, Jacob Fatu has proven that it's going to take a lot to take down a man like him, and I do think that LA Knight is able to hit blunt force trauma. But after the kick out, I think that's going to wake up Jacob Fatu, who's going to come in and dominate the next few minutes of this matchup. And I think that Jacob Fatu is able to hit his finisher on LA Knight. But I think LA Knight is going to be able to kick out of Jacob Fatu's finisher, which is going to shock a lot of the WWE universe. And then I think LA Knight is going to have control. He's going to attempt a blunt force trauma, no, but Jacob Fatu is going to be aware enough to be able to reverse it into his own finisher. And I think Jacob Fatu at that point turns into a savage animal, picks up LA Knight, hits his finisher on LA Knight again, and 1, 2, 3, just like that. Nikki D predicts and new United States champion, Jacob Fatu. And our fifth match that we have for WrestleMania 41, Night 1, we have the WWE Women's Championship, as the champion Tiffany Stratton will be defending against the 2025 Royal Rumble winner, Charlotte. And this rivalry started at the 2025 Royal Rumble when Charlotte Flair won the Royal Rumble by eliminating Roxanne Perez. And Charlotte really kept the ball in the air for a good week or two about who she was going to choose at WrestleMania 41. And on SmackDown, she ended up choosing Tiffany Stratton. And after that, these two women embarked on a rivalry over the next 8 to 9 weeks. And Charlotte Flair really took control of this rivalry early on, but Tippy Time was able to answer. A lot of it has been through promos, and honestly, the best word that I can come up with to describe this rivalry is awkward. Honestly, it makes me a little sad to say that, but because I expected Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair to really pull out all the stops when they had their rivalry back last year before Charlotte returned. I really felt like these two have a lot more in them, and a lot better material in them than what we had seen most recently. Charlotte ended up, both of them ended up really going off script on SmackDown. Which led Charlotte to Flair to say that's why Ludwig's in my DMs. And honestly, the tension between these two women are at an all-time high as we approach WrestleMania 41. Here we are, Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair, and I really feel like this is one of the most even matchups we have the entire weekend. When it comes comes to speed, when it comes to power, when it comes to in-ring ability, I really feel like these two women are as even as can get. I do think Charlotte is going to be in control of this match early on. I think that she's because she's the veteran in this match, I feel like she's going to be the one to carry this match. So I think she's going to be in control for the first 2 or 3 minutes of this match before we see Tiffany time really come out after weathering the storm from Charlotte. And I think it's going to be back and forth from there. I do think this match is going to be about 20-25 minutes. I think both of these women could go even longer if they needed to. The stamina and how much they have in the reserves is really high. So I really feel like the deeper this match goes, the more even it becomes. Actually, I don't think it favors one superstar or another the longer we go, because both of these women have the stamina to be able to go for that long. We've seen it with Tiffany Stratton. We've seen it with Charlotte Flair over their careers. I definitely think that this matchup has the potential to be better than the Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair match we had at WrestleMania 39 a few years ago. I definitely see that in these two women. I do think it's going to come down to who can get the last move in. I do think Charlotte Flair is going to get the figure 8 in, and I think Tiffany's going to get to the bottom rope and really extend this match. And I think that a loss at WrestleMania for Charlotte Flair really doesn't hurt Charlotte too much, considering her illustrious career and the fact that she, if anybody on the women's division, is a first ballot Hall of Famer. And Tiffany Stratton, I feel like, is the perfect person for Charlotte Flair to really pass the torch to, just because of all the similarities that these two women have. So I think that Tiffany Stratton is going to be able to hit her moonsault, the finisher, and I think the referee is going to go 1, 2, 3, and Nikki D predicts, and still the WWE Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton. And our sixth match that we have for WrestleMania 41 Night 1, we have the World Heavyweight Championship, as the Ring General Gunther will be defending against the main event Jey Uso. And this rivalry has really run deep, and it started when Jey Uso was able to win the 2025 Royal Rumble after finally eliminating John Cena to be able to clinch his ticket to WrestleMania 41. And about a week after, Jey Uso said, "Gunther, I choose you for WrestleMania 41. And over the last 8 to 9 weeks, these two men have been on one of the best stories that WWE is telling right now, in my opinion. Jey Uso felt down on himself, and Jimmy Uso said this version of Jey Uso will not beat Gunther at WrestleMania 41. Jimmy Uso went and challenged Gunther to a match. Gunther laughed and accepted before Jimmy Uso slapped him across the face. And then on the next edition of Raw, we had the match, and Gunther just outright dominated Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso did provide the blueprints of how Jey Uso needs to come out of the box at WrestleMania 41, because in the first minute or two of their match, Jimmy Uso was flying all over the place, and it looked like he was going to secure a quick victory over Gunther. Even hit the Uso splash, but just got a 1-2 kick out, and then Gunther dominated proceeded from there. After the match, Gunther came down to the ring again, attacked Jimmy and Jay from behind, zip tied Jay to the rope, and brutalized Jimmy Uso in the ring. And that really woke something up in Jey Uso. When we saw him the next week, there was no yeet. This man was speaking from the heart. And Jey Uso asked, "How's your week going? How have you been talking to your mom?" I had to tell my mom that Jimmy Uso was in the hospital this week after he got 15 stitches. That's how I'm doing. And these two have just been down each other's throats. Jey Uso the next week came out and said he thinks Gunther's afraid. So we'll see him at WrestleMania 41. So here we are, WrestleMania 41, the World Heavyweight Championship. Gunther defending against Jey Uso, and I think Gunther's going to come out of the box and dominate this match early. I think that Jey Uso is going to have to weather the early storm of Gunther. And I don't think Jey Uso is going to be able to duplicate the blueprint that Jimmy had on Gunther a few weeks back. And I think once Jey Uso has weathered the early storm from Gunther, I think he's going to be able to pick up the tempo in this match. And I think the faster the tempo of this match is, I think the more it favors Jay. I think that the more this match is slowed down, the more it favors Gunther. Because Jey Uso, a lot of his offense is provided with momentum. Whether he's kicking, whether he's coming off of the ropes, it provides it needs momentum. And it needs fast-paced momentum to be powerful and effective, whereas Gunther can just slow the match down and chop down Jey Uso. I do think we're going to see a lot of chops here at WrestleMania 41. I think that this match is going to be about how much Jey Uso has in the tank. I think that he's going to have well more than enough. I expect this match to go about 20-25 minutes. Gunther will dominate a lot of it, and I think Jey Uso's chest is not going to be looking too great early on in this match. But I think Jey Uso finds a way, even when he's getting beaten in the trenches, to rise up. I think he'll hit a couple of good super kicks, and I think that Jey Uso, doing it for his brother Jimmy, doing it for the family, is able to go to the top rope, hit an Uso splash, 1, 2, 3. Nikki D predicts, and a new world heavyweight champion, Jey Uso. And now for the main event of the evening, a triple threat match, as we have the original tribal chief Roman Reigns, and he will be taking on the architect, the revolutionary Seth freaking Rollins, and he will be taking on the Second City Saint, accompanied by Paul Heyman, CM Punk. And honestly, these three men, four including Paul Heyman, have been telling an excellent story on WWE, whether it's SmackDown or Raw. Their rivalry has been featured on both shows, and honestly, it's absolutely next level. Even with the contract signing, and then CM Punk really upping the ante in this rivalry by announcing his favor of Paul Heyman being in CM Punk's corner and not Roman Reigns' corner at WrestleMania 41. And Roman Reigns at that point really felt betrayed. We found that out this past Monday night when Roman Reigns stormed to the ring and asked Paul Heyman, "Why did you betray me?" And just so much into this rivalry. A week before that, Seth Rollins almost stomped out Paul Heyman and said, "Now you owe me a favor." And just so much great storytelling between these three men who are in the main event of WrestleMania. This is CM Punk's first time ever being in the main event of WrestleMania, and it's going to be an excellent match. I do love the fact that Paul Heyman's in CM Punk's corner, because as a wrestling fan that's been watching since the Attitude Era, I remember 10, 11 years ago when Paul Heyman was in the corner of CM Punk during CM Punk's 434-day reign as WWE champion. So it's a great flashback to those moments for WWE. And it shows Paul Heyman can definitely fit into a storyline that's more than just Roman Reigns and the Bloodline app, as we've seen over the last 4 or 5 years. But when it comes down to these three men in the ring, I really hope we get a lot of triple threat spots in this match. I definitely think it's fitting for that. I think that Roman Reigns, being the more powerful opponent out of these three, will definitely be the first one to get knocked out. But I do think that once this match starts, I think Seth Rollins and CM Punk are just going to be going after each other, and Roman Reigns at first is just going to sit back and let them fight for a good minute or two before Roman Reigns seizes his opportunity to get into this match. And then once it does, I'm expecting a lot of triple threat spots between these men. It's definitely personal into another level with these three, and I do think that this match will go probably about 25, 30 minutes. It is the main event of night one of WrestleMania after all. I do expect it to have the longest run time. I do think this match will spill out of the ring at times. And I don't think it's going to end in disqualification. So I don't think that we're going to see anything like that. No, but I do think we're going to have spots that are really going to test Paul Heyman to see where his loyalties really lie. And I think Seth Rollins is going to hit his stomp on CM Punk and Roman Reigns, but when he tries to pin one of them, both of them kick out. I think we're going to have a spot where CM Punk hits the go to sleep on Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, but same situation, 1-2 kick out no matter who he pins. And then right at the end of the match, I think we're going to have The Rock come out, and I think The Rock is going to hit the rock bottom on Seth Rollins. I think The Rock is going to hit a rock bottom on CM Punk. I think The Rock is going to pick up Seth Rollins. Roman Reigns is going to spear him. I think The Rock is going to pick up CM Punk. Roman Reigns is going to spear him. And I think Roman Reigns is going to stack both Seth Rollins and CM Punk up. 1, 2, 3. And the winner, your original tribal chief, Roman Reigns. And I think Roman Reigns and The Rock are going to be standing tall at WrestleMania 41 to close out the show. And that was the 2025 WWE WrestleMania 41 Night 1 Prediction Show. What's your predictions for WrestleMania 41 Night 1? Let me know down in the comment section below. You want to say hi? You want to talk about wrestling? Just post a comment down in the comment section below, and I read and reply to every positive message I see. Don't forget to like the video, share the video all over social media, and you made it all the way to the end of this video, go smash that subscribe button so you can be notified of all my future videos. And if you want to see some more of me, Nicky D, then go check out another one of my videos, because I got hours of content that'll keep you entertained well into the evening. With that being said, I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. I'm Nicky D, this is the Nicky D channel, and I will see all of y'all beautiful people next time. Bye, y'all.